Hi, I'm Walkster 1970, and today I'm going to be installing a replacement coil and spark plug on this Troy-Bilt 5 horsepower chipper vac. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to be doing is removing this cover, and from what I can see it looks like there's 3 bolts. I'm going to take them out first. I'm using a 5/16 1/4" drive socket. So we got 4 bolts to hold this on, and then this will lift off. I've got 2 bolts here, or 2 nuts here I'm going to take off, and I'm using a 1/2" drive, and I'm using a deep well 1/2" socket. Now these 3 bolts have got to come off. I might have to loosen up this bolt. It's all going to come off as once, all in pieces. Is all weld together. Sometimes this would be bolted on, and you would unbolt those 3 bolts, and then the gas tank will come off. But it looks like this is built into it. So now we're going to have to remove the bolts on the shroud. And they look like they're 3/8. This takes a 7/16 socket. Our other bolt is down here, or the other bolt is down here. This was out in the snow, so. Now I'm gonna see if I can just take this cover off and slide it out of the way. Yeah, I might remove that fuel line. Because to remove the fuel line, all I gotta do is take this clamp off. So I think I'll do that. I have the fuel shut off, so we shouldn't get much coming out of it. Move this clamp, and then hopefully this won't be too bad. Let me try prying up on this. Well, I got it apart. Took a little bit of effort. Guess doesn't smell that bad. So now I should be able to take this shroud off. Nope, maybe not. There's something else down here. Using a 3/8 ratchet wrench. Got another bolt down here I'm going to take off. This ground wire might have to come out of here. I'm going to have to remove this. This takes a 1/4" socket. Looks like I have to take these bolts off too. Well, that came off. Do not operate without debris guard in place. You can see that there is a belt on here for the traction drive. I worked the belt up off of this lower pulley. It gives me enough slack up here, hopefully. I can can get it up over top, like so. Let's see if I can slide this off. Yep, that'll work. There's our coil. Looks like someone's in there eating on our wire. Okay, I took the wire up out of here. I'm gonna have to take it off the other end. I'm gonna need a Phillips screwdriver for that. I got this section of wire all sealed with some heat shrink, and I got the wire back down through here. I'm gonna plug this onto here. I'm gonna take this whole thing off so I can get the coil off. This is the heat shrink that I used, Wirefly. I'm not exactly sure which size it was. Got two 5/16 bolts that hold this coil on. And they're not on very tight, so you don't have to over tighten them whenever you put them back on. I'm going to hook this on there. And then what I do is I take a business card, slide it in between here. You get to the magnet. I think that looks about right. I got the magnet on the center. Just gonna snug it up. Let's see if this will come out. Put this up through here. Put that in there. And then make sure you don't pinch the wire. Goes on like that. This in here. This in here. And the other one right here. And then there's two bolts down here. I'm just gonna torque up these ones that I loosened. Torquing them to 16.5 foot-pounds. I got these two bolts down here tightened up, got one here and then there's one on the other side. Those were the ones that were 7/16. I'm going to put this back on. This takes these bolts now. I've got this one over top of that like that, and this one in behind there like so. Get about the cable back behind there, and then feed this belt up over top. Yeah. Now it's on there. So that'll go like that. And then this one will go over top. And then 2 bolts go in there. Probably the 2 rustiest bolts that there are. Okay, we had I think these were the ones that went in here. I got these 3 bolts back in. Hold this piece on. Now I should be able to slide this on. Take that off. Let's see if this will slide up over there. That's on. And these 3 bolts will hold this on. And this is going to go over top of that. So I want to tighten these down the whole way. Let me blow that out quick. I think what I'm going to do is slide this back in here first. Tighten that back down. There. Oops. Slide this on here. There. Probably is about time for a new one. I'm going to go and hook the fuel line back up. Put the clamp back on. I'm going to replace the spark plug. Looks a little, that's not too bad. This is a replacement spark plug, L7T. Just gonna snug that down. Wire back on. Next, this cover will go on. Should be a 1/2 inch. And this cover will go on just like that. Should do it. Well, see if this thing starts up. That'll do it for replacing the coil and the spark plug in the 5 horsepower Troy-Bilt chipper vac. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and stay safe. And I'll put a link to the coil and spark plug that I used in the description. Thanks again for watching. Stay safe.